Gurubhyo Namaha, Harihi Om, Namaste. Welcome to the second session of the Meenakshi Panchadasi Stotram, which we started seeing last week. This shloka, as the name suggests, has 15 verses on Goddess Meenakshi Devi. The Panchadasi mantra of Sri Vidya has been couched within the letters of this stotram, as will be apparent to anyone who is chanting it, okay, and who knows the mantra. So today we will start by chanting, like we did in the last class. We will start by chanting the Meenakshi Pancharatnam, which serves as a dhyana, and then move forward into Meenakshi Panchadasi, the shlokas seen already, and then the new shlokas for today. उद्यद्भानुसहस्रकोटिसदृशा केयूरहारोज्ज्वला बिम्बोष्ठीं स्फीतदन्तपङ्क्तिरुचिरा पीताम्बरालङ्कृता विष्णुब्रह्मसुरेन्द्रसेवितपदा तत्त्वस्वरूपां शिवां मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिम् मुक्ताहारलसत् किरीटरुचिरां पूर्णेन्दुवक्त्रप्रभां शिञ्जन्नूपुरकिङ्किणीमणिधरा पद्मप्रभाभासुरा सर्वाभीष्टफलप्रदां गिरिसुतां वाणीरमासेवितां मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिम् श्रीविद्यां शिववामभागनिलयां ह्रीङ्कारमन्त्रोज्ज्वलां श्रीचक्राङ्कितबिन्दुमध्यवसतिं श्रीमत्सभानायिका श्रीमच्छण्मुखविघ्नराजजननीं श्रीमज्जगन्मोहिनीं मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिम् श्रीमत्सुन्दरनायिकां भयहरां ज्ञानप्रदां निर्मलां श्यामाभां कमलासनार्चितपदां नारायणस्यानुजां वीणा वेणुमृदङ्गवाद्यरसिकां नानाविधाम् अम्बिकां मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिम् नानायोगिमुनीन्द्रहृत् सुवसतिं नानार्थसिद्धिप्रदां नानापुष्पविराजिताङ्घ्रियुगलां नारायणेनार्चितां नाद ब्रह्ममयीं परात्परतरां नानार्थतत्त्वात्मिकां मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिम्. So now we start the Meenakshi Panchadasi Stotram. Same tune as the Meenakshi Pancharatnam that we just now sang. It has been set in the meter Shardola Vikreditam, same meter. Composer is different. Meenakshi Pancharatnam was composed by Adi Shankaracharya. Meenakshi Panchadasi, Petiyur Subramanya Shastri, who is the commentator of Saundarya Lahari. Okay, great Shastra Ratnakara, as he was awarded by the Kanchi Matam. He has authored many bhashyams on many stotras and many other texts. कस्मात् पर्वतराजराजतनये त्वत्पादपद्मेन तं दीनं मां समुपेक्षसे मम दृशोः भानं कुतो लोप्यते को वा त्वच्चरणारविन्दभजनम् कुर्वन् कृति भूतले दारिद्र्यं लभते कथञ्च जननी दृष्ट्या विहीनो भवेत् एवं पाण्ड्यनृपात्मजेति भुवने को वा जगन्मातरम् स्तोतुं त्वां निपुणो महेश्वरी शिवे नाहं समर्थस्ततः एतन्न्याय्यमिति त्वमेव मनसा निश्चित्य संगृह्य माम् चक्षुष्मन्तमथाढ्यमाशु पुरुषे यत्यम्ब माता मम ईशा त्वं सकलार्थदाननिपुणा कर्मानुसारान् नृणाम् पूर्वं त्वं बहुपापकर्म कृतवान् एतत् फलं भुज्यताम् ईशित्रीति तवाम्बिके भगवती नामार्थशून्यं भवेत् त्वद्भक्तैः कृतकार्यमत्र सकलम् नो चेत् तवाराधनम् लक्ष्मीं क्षीरसमुद्रराजतनयां त्वद्भक्तगेहे स्थिरां कर्तुं शक्तिरहो तवास्ति जननी गेहे परं मे कुतः लक्ष्मी स्थापनमुख्यकार्यविमुखा त्वं भासि सर्वेश्वरी लक्ष्मीं स्थापय शीघ्रमेव भवति चक्षुच्च सन्देहि मे ह्रीङ्कारार्णवकौस्तुभां भगवतीं श्रीपाण्ड्यराजात्मजां भक्तत्राणपरायणां हरिहर ब्रह्मादिवन्द्या शिवा ह्रीमध्यां त्रिदशेश्वरीं त्रिनयन श्रीतुल्यसौभाग्यदां वन्देऽहं मम दृष्टिदोषतमसां भेत्रीं परामम्बिकाम् हत्वा शुम्भनिशुम्भमुख्यदितिजान् देवीप्सितार्थप्रद दुर्गा मामकचक्षुषः तिमिरमप्यद्याशु विध्वंसयेत् हत्वा चाक्षुषदोषमद्यजननी मां पालयेत् बालकम् तां नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं विनयत सेवे जगत्पालिनी सर्वेशीं निजभक्तकल्पलतिकां कामेश्वरीं कामदां सर्वज्ञां सदसत् विलक्षणजगत् सत्ताप्रदां शाश्वती सत्यज्ञानसुखात्मिकां भगवतीं मायामयीं मोहिनीं वन्देऽहं मधुरेश्वरीं नयनयोः दिव्यप्रकाशाप्तये. This is the last shloka we saw, I think. कस्त्वं किं फलमिच्छसीति जननी प्रश्नेन कश्चिच्छिवे वक्तुं त्वां निपुणः त्वमेव चतुरा ज्ञातुं स्वरूपं मम कोऽहं ब्रूहि महेश्वरोऽहमिति वा त्वं वाहमेवाम्बिके को भेदः शिवयो तथैव शिवदे जीवेशयोर्वा कथम्. So we left at this very important shloka. So till here I will summarize the meaning for the sake of those who have just joined today's class. So Shastri Padehi asks for two things. Okay, he addresses Meenakshi Devi as Amba, mother. He says, if you are Jagannatha, you will not turn away from my prayer. Earnest, sincere prayer that I'm asking you, you will not turn away from. Even if you say, I don't know how to pray, you will still accept whatever I'm able to pray as my sincere prayer and grant me what I ask for. What is he asking for? Two things. Those who came last class, please refresh everyone's memory. What are the two things that he asked for?
Proper eyesight and Lakshmi Kataksham, ma'am.
Okay, proper eyesight and Lakshmi Kataksham. Okay. Based on this shloka, only some people kind of draw a conclusion that Subramanya Shastri Padaha had an eye defect. Maybe he did, but the meaning of getting good eyesight and the meaning of Lakshmi Kataksham has been very beautifully brought out by him in these very verses. If you see in the the fifth verse, where he says, one second, I'll just open it and just share that verse, then I'll be able to point out to the exact meaning. Before this. Hrinkararanava kaustubham bhagavatim Shri Pandya. In this particular shloka, we see that by chanting the Hrimkara, okay, Hrimkara, Arnava means what? Ocean. By churning the ocean of Hrinkara, we get a precious stone. Just like when the ocean of milk was churned and the Kaustubhamani emerged, like that, the Devi's Bija, Devi Pranava is Hrim. Just like the usual Pranava, general Pranava, when we say is Omkara, the Shakta Pranava is Hrim. Okay. In every mantra of Devi, the Panchadasi especially, it is there as an integral part of it. Okay. So by repeatedly churning the ocean of Hrinkara, her form emerges as a precious stone. This form I want to see. So the eye defect that he talks about is not your usual glaucoma, cataract, or any kind of retina problems, or things like that. He wants the inner vision of the goddess to appear before him. Till that appears, his sight is defective. Not only his sight, all our sight is also defective. Okay. Although this is the tatparya behind asking for good eyesight, this shloka, this stotram, chanting it carries another avantara phala. Anybody suffering from any eyesight issues, if they chant this stotram, by the grace of Devi, their eye problems get resolved. Okay. Same for Lakshmi Kataksham. Anybody suffering from lack of Lakshmi Devi, any daridryam, any such problems, by chanting this shloka, that problem gets removed. Then we will see in the next to next shloka, he talks about, so I hope the meaning of eye defect is clear, especially those who attended last class know it correctly. Correct? For the new joinees, I have told. Eye defect is not seeing Ambal directly. He can see the world, but he wants to see within. Okay, that is the eye defect. And then we come to the second part. What is the wealth that he wants? Kastum kim palamichasi iti janani prashne na kaschit shive vaktum tvam nipunaha tvameva chatura jnatum swarupam mama soham bruhi maheshwaroham iti va tvam va aham eva ambike so bhedah shivayoho tathaiva shivade jiveshayorvaha yorva tatham. I'll explain the meaning quickly again. Kaha किं फलमिच्छति इति त्वं जानासि किल इति प्रश्नेन कश्चित् जननी. There is no doubt at all. You know what everyone wants. You know what is in the heart of every devotee of yours. Because just like the mother knows, before the child opens its mouth and says, I am hungry, who knows that the child is hungry? It is almost like the mother has eyes that can see into the head of the child or even the gut of the child to tell, oh, my child is hungry. Okay, even before the child opens his mouth and says, Amma, give me food. Like that, you know my swarupa. Tvam vaktum nipunaha. Tvameva mama swarupam gyatum chatura. You know my very form, my very nature. Okay, hey Ambike, kaha aham bruhi. Tell me who I am. Who am I? He asks this question to her. Who am I? Maheshwaroham itiva tvam eva aham. I am Maheshwara or I am you only. So, the Bhakta categorically asserts that he is non-different from her. Okay. Shivayoho taha bhedaha. What is the difference between Shiva and Shiva? Who Shiva? Ambal. What is the difference between Shiva and Ambal? Nothing. Just like that, there is no definition or difference between Shiva and you. In the same way, katham jiveshayoho va. How can there be a difference between the jiva and the isha or Bhagavan? How can there be difference between the jivatma and the paramatma? Okay, what is this pure Advaita Jnana? Saying that I am non-different from you. Just like you are non-different from Shiva and Shiva is non-different from you, I am also non-different from you. This Abheda Jnanam is only Aishwaryam. Aishwaryam means Ishwarasya Bhavaha, like I explained in the previous class. Ishwarasya Bhavaha means what? The quality of being Ishwara. Who has it? Ambal has it. She is Maheshwari. Okay, so she has the quality of being Ishwara. There is no difference between me and you. This is Lakshmi Kataksham that Shastripada is asking on behalf of all of us. Okay, I hope the meaning for this particular shloka is clear. I thought at the end I didn't tell the Anvaya clearly, which is why I repeated it. I'll move forward to the next shloka. Okay, right. If there are any questions, please ask me. Till now is the meaning, basic summary meaning clear. Two things are being asked for. Eyesight, Lakshmi Kataksham. Deeper meaning of both has been explored. Hamsi tvam bhuvaneti shankara guroho vakyena janamyaham त्वामेवाम्ब ममापि दोषमखिलम् कृत्वा गुणं पालय हंससोऽहमितिह मन्त्रजपतः प्रत्यक्षतो दर्शनम् त्वद्रूपस्य ममापि देहि शिवदे श्रीराजराजेश्वरी. Again. हंसि त्वं भुवनेति शङ्कर गुरोः वाक्येन जानाम्यहम् त्वामेवाम्ब ममापि दोषमखिलम् कृत्वा गुणं पालय हंसस्सोऽहमिति मन्त्रजपतः प्रत्यक्षतो दर्शनम् त्वद्रूपस्य ममापि देहि शिवदे श्रीराजराजेश्वरी. Okay. Now, after asserting Advaitic oneness and saying that I am non-different from you, what is the bhakta within him to prompt him to ask, I want to see you? Okay, so that is what he is asking. Okay, to see you, what is the upaya to see Ambad is given in this particular shloka. Let's see the Anvaya. Bhuvanaha hamsi tvam iti Shankara Guroho Vakyena Aham Janami. What does that mean? Bhuvanam, the entire created world. Okay. Hamsi, you destroy. Iti, Shankara Guroho Vakyena. I just explained in the previous class also. Subramanya Shastri Padaihi was a great bhakta of Adi Shankaracharya. He came in the lineage of Shankaracharya, okay, Jagadguru Sri Adi Shankaracharya, and believed him to be his guru. So, from Shankara's Vakya, I know that you destroy this world. Okay, Vakyena aham janami, I know. What is the meaning of destroying this world? Ambal does the act of creation, preservation, destruction during Pralaya. That destruction is not being referred to here. Okay, what destruction is being referred to here? Negating the unreal world and understanding the real self is the destruction spoken of here. Okay, what is unreal about the world? Everything is unreal about the world. It is temporarily apparent reality. That's all. Correct? We call it empirical reality, that which appears to be real only. But what is the substratum? Pure consciousness. That is Ambad. Okay, so by negating everything that is unreal, you make me embrace the real. That is the meaning of Bhuvanam Hamsi. You destroy the world. Doesn't mean Pralaya, but means negating unreality. Okay, then He Amba, O mother, Tvam eva mama api akhilam dosham haranam kritva. We have to add the word haranam. Kritva is only mentioned. Na? So, akhilam dosham haranam kritva mama gunam palaya. So, how will I negate? Now it's very easy to tell, negate this whole unreal world. How will this world get negated? Is it easy? No. Why? Because we are a bundle of good qualities and bad qualities. Correct? As long as there are bad qualities, the tamoguna in us will act like a dark cover of ignorance that hides reality from us. So, what must happen? The sattva guna must become predominant. How will that happen? By destroying the bad qualities and by keeping and increasing the good qualities. So, dosham akhilam hananam kritva. After destroying all my doshas, my defects, gunam palaya. Please nourish my good qualities. That is why he is calling her Amba. What does a concerned mother of a young child do? The moment a young child exhibits the slightest tendency to lie or to do something, steal, or to say anything which is wrong, what does a mother do? The mother gets very, very concerned. She wants to correct that bad quality, nip it in the bud, so that good qualities will always be there in her child and bad qualities will be carefully removed. She tends to her child very, very lovingly, like how a gardener would tend to a plant, lot more lovingly than that also. For the mother, the child is the most precious creation of hers. In the same way, for Ambal, we are her most precious creation. So she is the one capable of weeding out our bad qualities and encouraging our good qualities. So this is what Acharya is praying here, saying, give me this so that my mind will become pure. With a pure mind, I will be able to understand reality. Jnana will not dawn on a mind which is impure and sullied by bad thoughts, by kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. So these shadripus have to be weeded out, all the bad qualities have to go out, then jnana will dawn. And then he gives one more upaya. So first step is, as we call it, chitta shuddhi, clearing the mind. In Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga is so difficult. You do action after action, devote it to God, and then say, I don't want the results also, and work very hard. But here, always Ambal's Marga, Raja Marga. What do you say? You take care. Remove the bad qualities, keep the good qualities. It is up to you. I'm your child. You have to take care of me. Okay. And then the next part, another upaya. After the mind is clear, what should he do? Hey Shive, O bestower of auspiciousness. Hey Raja Rajeshwari, the empress of the entire universe, empress of the world. Okay. Hamsa sohamiti iha mantra japataha mama pratyakshataha twadrupasya darshanam dehi. Okay. So by constantly meditating on the mantra Hamsa Soham, what does that mean? It's not just saying Soham, Soham, Soham. Okay. Basically, what it means is those who have mantra upasana must chant the Panchadasi or whichever mantra they have upasana of, Upadesha of. After those who have mantra Upadesha must chant the Panchadasi or any other mantra that they have Upadesha of. After chanting the mantra or before chanting the mantra, pranayama is done. Correct? When pranayama is done, what should be the attitude behind that pranayama? Soham. Soham. What does that mean? Saha I aham. I am that. I am that. I am that. Who am I? I am Ambal. I am Ambal. I am Ambal. So, those of us who don't have mantra upadesha, we don't have pranayama given as a part of the upasana. What do? Every action, that's why 27th shloka of Saundarya Lahari should always be in our minds. Japo jalpa shilpam sakalam api mudra virachana gatif pradakshinya kramanamachanadhyahuti vidhihi pranamas samveshaha sukham akhilam atmarpanadrisha saparya paryayastava bhavatu yenme vilasitam. Even those of you who say you can't memorize Saundarya Lahari, you have all memorized it. Everyone is chanting. I'm so happy to see. Okay, so what does it mean? Every word I utter, every action I do, even a step that I take will become pradakshina. Every word I utter will be your japa. Every action that I do will be your karyam. There is nothing that I do which will not be yours. This is only soham for us. What is soham for us? This is yours, this is yours, this is I am doing your work, this is you. When I feed my child, I see Ambal in the child. Okay, when I read a book, I see Ambal's name in the book. Okay, when I do an act, when I walk, it is walking in her temple. So every act, when it is done with the meditative attitude of Saha Aham, I am that, namely what? I am you, this Advaita Bhava will become reality rather than just one textbook word. Okay, because for everyone nowadays, everyone has access to Vedanta. Everyone has access to Upanishads. If you ask even a child in 7th standard if they've read enough, they'll say, oh, yeah, I know that Pragyanam Brahma, Tattvamasi. Then all these words they will happily say. What is the meaning of Tattvamasi? You are that. What am I? What are you? You are that Brahman. Okay, Ekameva Advitiyam Brahma, Aham, that is Advaita, of course. These words are all theoretical. It will become practical when we actually lead our lives as per Shloka 27. So, Hamsa Soham. I am that, I am that, I am that. Who am I? I am the non-different reality. I am Ambal. If I keep thinking that mantra japataha pratyakshato darshanam dehi, give your pratyaksha darshana. Pratyaksha darshana is not impossible. We all know Ramakrishna and the famous story of how he met Kali. Correct? There are so many Devi Upasakas who keep seeing Devi. Okay. If not directly in front of them, then definitely in a dream. Okay. So many do it. And how does it happen? Out of her grace only. When we keep thinking of her, we become her. Yadbhavam tadbhavat. What you keep thinking of, you will become that. If you keep thinking of her, she will come before you. Okay, so this is what. So 3 steps he has told therefore here. What are the 3 steps? No, 2 steps he has told here. What are the 2 steps? 3 steps. One is negate the unreal world. How to negate the unreal world? By cultivating good qualities and by removing the bad qualities. The third thing is constantly be in the meditative state of every work I'm doing is Ambal's work. See her in everything, see her everywhere. Then you will really see her. Okay, this is not faking it. There is something called bhavana. There is something called fakery. Bhavana means attitude. Fakery means fake, unreal. So don't fake it. Have the attitude that I see Ambal in you and feed the child. I see Ambal in you and deal with that person. Then automatically Ambal will come. Okay, so this bhavana is what he's talking about. 3 points were there mentioned in this particular shloka. Are there any questions on this? Can I move forward? Artiji, please ask.
Ma'am, what does this word Shivade mean anything, ma'am?
Yeah, right. Thank you. Every epithet is related to what the meaning of that particular verse only. Shivade means bestower of auspiciousness. What is the greatest auspiciousness we can get? Seeing her. Raja Rajeshwari. What does it mean? Master controller of everyone and everything. Which is what will make you destroy the bhuvana. And Pralaya Kala, you destroy the bhuvana easily by just one lift of your eyebrow or a close of your eyelid, right? That's all. It's very easy. Bhruva Bhugne only it is for you. But such an easy task for you, therefore, to help me see the unreality of this world and negate it. So Raja Rajeshwari. So every epithet in this particular stotram has a direct meaning with the verse, with the meaning of the verse. Okay. If I forget to ask also, in case you don't follow it, you can ask me. There are no commentaries for this. It would really benefit from a good commentary, although the language is simple. Okay, next shloka. Lakshmim dehi sada mamapi kripaya Shri Pandya Rajatmaje Dosham chakshushamaप्यसह्यमेव नितरा दूरीकुरु त्वं शिवे लक्ष्मी वाङ्मुखदेवताभिरनिशम् संस्तूयमानां पराम् त्वामेवात्र समाश्रयेण हि परा देवी त्रिलोक्यां खलु. Once more. Lakshmೀಂ देहि सदा ममापि कृपया श्रीपाण्ड्यराजात्मजे दोषं चाक्षुषमप्यसह्यमेव नितराम् दूरीकुरु त्वं शिवे लक्ष्मी वाङ्मुखदेवताभिरनिशम् संस्तूयमानां पराम् त्वामेवात्र समाश्रयेण हि परा देवी त्रिलोक्यां खलु. Okay, so He Pandya Rajatmaje, O daughter of the Pandya king Malaya Dhwaja. Okay, Mama Api Kripaya Sada Lakshmi Dehi. For me also, mine also, Kripaya kindly give me Lakshmi Devi. What is this Lakshmi Devi? For deeper meaning, you can take it as a apparent meaning also, give me wealth. He Shive, O bestower of auspiciousness. Mama Chakshusha Dosham Api Asahyameva Nitaram Duri Kurutva. My Chakshusha Dosham, my eye defect, no, I'm not able to bear it. Asahyameva, I'm not able to bear it. Nitaram Duri Kurutva. Immediately do it. Immediately remove it from my vision. This is called one of the qualities in sadhana chatushtaya is mokshutva. Okay, desperately wanting something to the extent of demanding it. Only when you ask for something, you will get it. Yes or no? In this world, it is like this only, no? Correct? If you don't ask for something and you passively let it be waiting for people to act, the chances are, I mean, there are many thoughtful, many kind people who do act, but it is always best to open your mouth and ask for what you want. Correct? So here he is nicely, correctly pointing out and telling her, this is unbearable. Remove it for me. Just like how a child would talk to his mother. Okay. This shows his intense mumukshutva. This is how we must also be to Ambat. I am praying to you daily. This is not to ask her, give me this, give me that. Okay, not like that. I am praying to you daily. Have you come before me yet? Ask her like that in your prayers and ask her to come before you, she'll come. Okay, then Lakshmi Vangmukha Devatabhi Anisham Sanstuyamanam Param Tvam Eva Atra. Here, along with Lakshmi Devi, all the other devatas also, all the devis, even the Vedas worship at your feet. There is not a single one who doesn't worship at your feet. So, Para Twameva, you are the superior one. You are the supreme goddess. Maharagi, you are. Every goddess is prostrating at your feet. Param Twameva Atra Samashre. Nahi Para Devi. Trilokya Kalu. There is no other Devi who is there who rules the entire three universes, three worlds like you. Triloki Mapyashu Brahmayati Ravindra Sanayugam Slokarkali and Saundralahari. The Triloki refers to the Virat Rupa of Devi. Okay, what does it mean? On her form, okay, which is pure consciousness, is superimposed all the universes. Multiple universes exist on her form. From top to toe of hers, everything is there. That is called, like how we would say Virat Purusha for Lord Vishnu, her form is Triloki. So in the Triloki form, when we meditate on her, sun and the moon as her breast, and then we meditate on the Kamakala Bija on her, then it gives the Akarshana Shakti, correct? So this form gives Akarshana Shakti. This is the reference here. Tvam Trilokyam Paradevi Kalu. So you are the one who gives Akarshana Shakti to everyone when we meditate on you. So, what do I want from you? I want supreme Aishwaryam, namely oneness with you. Okay, so give me that. Moving forward. Okay, whenever Harim comes, you know the meaning will be a nice whopper of a meaning there. Sumati ji, please ask.
What is Akarshana Shakti?
Akarshana Shakti or Sammohana Shakti is the power to attract. Okay, those who attract in a good way. Okay, a teacher to command attention of her class has to attract the attention of the class and retain it. Same way, a person who wants to run a company, a person who wants to rule a country, a person, even a homemaker, if she wants to have full control over the house and its finances and the work that happens there, must be able to attract people around her. When we do that, attraction is therefore an essential aspect of our life. Okay, that particular shloka of Sandrale Triloki Mapyashu, I think it's shloka 19, huh? 19, correct? That shloka has the Avantra Phala of attraction, Sammoha. Okay, so there Ambal is referred to as Triloki. Why? She is the Virat form of the entire universe. When everything is on her, worshipping her will give us everything in this world. So everyone will listen to us. Basically, all of her creation will listen to us. That's the meaning. Is it too difficult to understand? Okay, those of you who know it could link it. Those of you who know Shloka 19, hopefully you could link it, right? Okay. Basically, the power of attraction helps us command the attention and get work done from people around us. Correct? By worshipping her, as mentioned in that particular shloka, number 19 of Saundara Lahari, the benefit is we get the power of attraction. We attract people to us. Okay. So, by having that power of attraction, I can make everyone do my will. I am meditating on you like this as Triloki, O Devi. So what should you do for me? Show me your real form. Okay, so this is the reference to Triloki in this particular shloka. Is it better, clearer?
And also give me the power of Akarshana.
That, yes. Akrashna, so well will come. Yes. All that is
Okay.
the literal meaning also is there. Yes. Okay. So now we'll move forward. So ह्रीं बीजैः त्रिविधैः शिखासु घटिताः खण्डाः त्रयः शङ्करी यस्मिन् मन्त्रवरे स चापि मनूराट् यस्याः स्वरूपं शिवे ह्रीमायेति च कथ्यते बुधवरैः या शक्तिराद्या परा सा त्वं देवी नमस्करोमि भवती देह्यात्मचक्षुः परे. Again. ह्रीं बीजैः त्रिविधैः शिखासु घटिताः खण्डाः त्रयः शङ्करी यस्मिन् मन्त्रवरे स चापि मनूराट् यस्या स्वरूपं शिवे ह्रीं मायेति च कथ्यते बुधवरै या शक्तिराद्या परा सा त्वं देवी नमस्करोमि भवती देह्यात्मचक्षुः परे. Okay, it's a very useful, very important shloka. Okay, Hey Shankari, Sham Karoti iti Shankari, one who does good. Shankaroti, Shankari. Trividhaihi, Hrim Bijaihi, Shikhasu Ghatitaha, Trayah Khandaha, Yasmin Mantravare. Asti, which Mantravare? Shloka number 32. Okay, so Hrim Bijaihi, with Hrim Bija, Trividhaihi, Shikhasu, in three shikhas or khandas, kutas, Ghatitaha, joined, Khandaha, three parts, Trayaha, with three parts. Okay, in which mantravara? In her Panchadasi mantra. The Panchadasi mantra comprises of three parts. At the end of each part, obviously, this bija is there. Okay, so Shikhasu means what? See, Reem bija, where does it come? At the end. Instead of saying like the tail, it is not Pucha, it is Shikha. It is the most uttama syllable. That is why it is referred here as Shikha, not as Pucha. Okay, so it is not to be taken lightly. It is the activator, the most important syllable. So Shikhasu Ghatitaha, added at the head. Okay, the moment you say head, therefore now you should relook at the mantra and say where is Hreem head means, then go in reverse order to get from top to bottom. Okay, anyway, that's a different matter for different analysis. So Hreem Bijaihi Shikhasu Ghatitaha, added at the head. Yasmin Mantravare. Such a api manurat yasyaha swarupam. Such a person, now Ambal has three forms. Okay, one form is as the pratyaksha rupa that you would see after meditating on her constantly, holding the ankusha, pasha, all the weapons, looking like Sri Rajeshwari, sitting on Kameshwara with Pancha Brahma Sarastita. Okay, this is one form. Another form is as Soundarya students as Nirguna form.
Bija, ma'am.
Illa. No, not
Shri
Nirguna.
Chakra, ma'am.
Shri Chakra and equal to mantra. Shri Chakra and mantra go together. Okay, geometric, oral. Visual, oral. That way. Okay. Third form, Kundalini. These are the ways in which she is there. Okay. Now here, this, you, Ambal, you are there in this mantra with Hrim Bija in it. And you only, Sacha Api, Manurat, Yasyaha, Manurat Swarupam. You appear like a Manavaha iti rajate iti manurat. This word took me quite a bit of time to find out. One whole week I mulled over it and finally I realized it is Manavaha iti rajate iti manurat. What does that mean? Appearing like a man, appearing like a human. Meenakshi Devi's incarnation is very, very special because in that incarnation we find Sakshat Parashakti incarnating as a human to dwell among human beings as our beloved queen who takes care of us, who takes care of our health, well-being, happiness like a mother would. So Jaganmata, out of her exceedingly great love, has come down to earth and taken a Manava form. Lord Vishnu has done it. Rama, Krishna, etc. Shiva did it 64 times. Thiruvalayadal Puranam, you'll find he keeps coming down. He plays various roles. But Ambal, Meenakshi Devi is a very unique. There are others also. But Meenakshi Devi is a very unique incarnation because she spent many years in this form. She continues to reign over Madurai in this form. She's a living goddess. Okay, the Vigraham there, just like Kamakshi Devi is a living goddess, Meenakshi Devi is a living goddess. Okay, and what is the form here? Manavaha iva rajate. This is why I asked you to see the story. How did she come? How did she emerge? Who can tell me?
From Agni.
Fire. As a 3-year-old girl.
Small girl.
And she had, this I didn't mention in the story, but she had 3 sthana at the time of her emergence. Okay, because in the children's story, I did not mention that. But she had 3 sthanas at the time of her emergence. Okay, 2 sthanas, common feature of males and females. The third one indicates that she is both male and female Shakti. She is not a female alone. Okay, so Manavaha iva rajate. She appeared like a man. And how did she come through? She came out through Agni Tattva. Correct? Agni is a tattva through which, when any oblation is offered, it gets burnt, and that with form becomes formless. Correct? If you put even a piece of cloth in Agni, it will get burnt up and lose its form, color, shape. But reverse also happens only through Agni. That without form takes a form through Agni. The Panchatattvas, Pancha Mahabhutas are all connected. Akasha, Vayu are both Mahabhutas which do not have form. The first Mahabhuta which has form is Agni. Agni still has subtler form than water and Prithvi, Jala and Prithvi Tattvas, which are more and more gross by nature. The most subtle one with form is therefore Agni. For the unmanifest to become manifest, Agni is therefore the medium. Okay, now therefore this must bring to mind the very first, only for Meenakshi Devi, the first line of Lalita Sasamam will completely apply. Shri Mata, Jagan Mata. Shri Maharagni, ruler of Madurai. Okay, Srimat Simhasaneshwari sits on the throne of Madurai and rules this world to this date. Okay, Chidagri Kunda Sambhuta. There Lalita Devi emerged from Chidagri of Devas. Here she emerged from the sacrificial fire of Maledhvaja. Devakarya Samudhyata. But the great thing here is it is not Devakarya Samudhyata, it is Manushyakarya Samudhyata. Therefore, she is Manurat. Okay, she came as a human being, she came as a Manava only to serve us, to protect us. Lalita Devi came as Lalita Devi to protect and do the work of the Devas. Meenakshi Devi came as Meenakshi Devi for our purpose. So, Manushyakarya. So, when she came like this, she came as a Manava. So, Manurat, Yasyaha Swarupam. So, the one who has 3 forms like this, the geometric form of Sri Chakra, the oral form of the mantra, or the Pratyaksha form of a divine being which has none of the gunas, which is beyond all these, which is only meant as Saguna Brahman representation, or as Kundarani, which is present within each one of us, she has chosen to take a out of syllabus form, namely Manushya form. For whose sake? For our sake. Okay, so Manurat Yasyaha Swarupam, He Shive, O bestower of auspiciousness. Okay, then Hrim Mayam iti cha Budhavarehi Kathyate. Hrim Bija is considered to be Maya Bija. That is why it is a very, very important Bija for chanting. Why? When we chant the mantra with the Hrim Bija, we are invoking the power of Maya. When we invoke the power of Maya, it helps us overcome Maya. Okay, that is why we keep invoking the power of Maya. Okay, by her grace. Hri Maya iti cha budhavaraihi kathyate. The people who know, the jnanis, they tell it is Maya Bija. Ya Shakti Adya Para Satvam. That Shakti which is primordial. Remember, we all did Adya Stotram some time ago. The primordial Shakti, what all forms she was represented in. Right? Like that. That Adya Shakti, that primordial Shakti is you only. You are looking like an empress. You're not just a human queen or an empress. You are the Parashakti herself. Parasatvam namaskaromi Devi. And therefore, what should you do? Bhavati Atma Chakshuhu Dehi Pare. Give me Atma Chakshu, no longer Divya Chakshu. Also, he left in case you don't understand and said Divine Chakshu, you don't understand. Understand this clearly. Atma Chakshu I want to see myself. Not in the mirror as his body and flesh and all that. I want to see the reality of myself. Give me that Atma Chakshu. Okay, so very clearly he's outlining his requirements. Atma Chakshuhu Dehi Pare. You are the supreme goddess. If you can't give me reality of the self, or perception of the self, who can? Better do that for me. So that is why he's catching the right person for the right job. Previous shloka he told, no, I'm not praying to anybody else. You are the greatest, I'm praying to you. Now what is he saying? I'm praying to you, the greatest. Therefore, help me get Atma Chakshuhu. I want to see myself. Is the meaning clear? Was the shloka complicated? Any explanations needed for anything? Okay, then I'll move forward. From now on, it gets a little easy. This is probably the most tricky in today's class. Sarve Vishnu Mukha Surascha Janani Tvachasane Sansthitaha Tasmad Devi Navagraha Tavamate Sthittvaiva Saukhya Pradaha Satyevam Mama Dukkhameva Bahudha Kurvanti Suryodaya Deva Tvatpadapatmameva Sharanam Praptosmi Mam Palaya Sarve Vishnu Mukha Surascha Janani Tvachasane Sansthitaha Tasmad Devi Navagraha Tavamate Sthittvaiva Saukhya Pradaha Satyevam Mama Dukkhameva Bahudha Kurvanti Suryodaya Deva Tvatpadapatmameva Sharanam Praptosmi Mam Palaya. He Janani, O Mother, Sarve Vishnumukhaha Suraha Cha Tvat Shasane Sanstitaha. Okay, Sarve, all Vishnumukhaha Suraha. Right from Vishnu onwards, all the Devas, Tvat Shasane, by your rule only, Sanskitaha, occupy their respective positions. Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, every Deva has occupied their position because of your orders, because of your reigning over everyone. Tasmat, therefore, Navagrahaha, Tavamate Sthitva Eva Saukhyapradaha Devaha Sati. Therefore, the Navagrahas, which are often prayed to, feared, maligned, worshipped, correct? Only for, oh, I have Ketu dosham, so I will do this pariharam. I have this dosham, I will do that pariharam. I will see if you chant Vishnu Sastamam, you don't need to do pariharam, any pariharam. If you chant Lalita Sastamam, you don't have to do any pariharam. If you chant Saundarya Lahari, you don't have to do any pariharam. Why? At her feet only all these are praying. The Navagrahas are all praying at your feet. Okay, so when we have to fear and do pariharams for somebody, we should look at who's the person to whom they report to. Take recourse to their feet. After that, you don't have to sit and show your horoscope to an astrologer, have that person draw out your horoscope. I mean, let them have a living. It's okay. You fund astrologers. If you feel they're good people, please fund them. But don't get scared. Whatever has to happen will anyway happen. Everyone has one Brahma Lipi on our heads. We have to anyway deal with life. Nobody is going to have a life which is a bed of roses. But to worry about these pariharams is not required. For a Ambal devotee, definitely. So, Navagraha tava mathe stitva eva saukhya pradaha. Here, Pavam, he doesn't say dukkha pradaha. He's very kind. Doing Saukya Pradaha. Okay, they could do good things to you because they are situated in your mata only. They are listening to you only. Mata means what? Belief, Shasana here. Okay, Sati, if that is so, or that being so, एवं मम दुःखमेव बहुधा कुर्वन्ति देवाः सूर्योदयः त्वत्पदपद्ममेव शरणं प्राप्तः अस्मिन् मां पालय. These devas, for their own dukkhas also, they take recourse to your feet. Darkness is removed by light. Tava pada padma. If you read, I was reading the Padaravinda Shatakam of Meenakshi Panchadasi. Okay, 100 verses which describe the feet of Amba. Okay, everywhere, every verse is a joy to read. Everywhere the reference is the pada padmam, right? The feet which are like lotus, what do? They radiate light. That light serves as light which dispels the darkness of ignorance, darkness of sorrow. Now the devas themselves, so they have multiple problems. What do? They come and fall at your lotus feet. The light from your lotus feet dispels their problems. Correct? So when I take recourse to your feet, you do Suryodaya to their problems. What does that mean? They are in the darkness of their problems. You bring about sunrise. Essentially, you dispel all their sorrows. In the same way, praptaha asmi, mam, palaya. I have also taken recourse to your feet. It is not like your feet are only for the devas. I have also taken recourse to your feet. So protect me, mam, palaya. Okay. Shivananda Lahari, Adi Shankaracharya will keep saying, I want to worship your lotus feet to Lord Shiva. Okay, I'm just drawing a difference between Shivananda Lahari, Saundarya Lahari, and this one. See, in Saundarya Lahari also you will find there are enough shlokas on Ambal's feet and how we can take recourse to the feet and revel in it. Padaravinda Shatakam, Meenakshi Panchadasi, 100 shlokas on Ambal's feet and how we can take recourse to it and revel in her beautiful feet. Shivananda Lahari Pavam, Acharya says, I want to take recourse to your feet, he prays very sincerely. I've got the mind to take recourse to your feet. But the moment I see you, all I see is a mass of glittering crowns. Your feet are not visible. All these devas, they have all chosen to hide your feet by all falling at your feet. Okay, I cannot, in this clutter and chaos, I cannot make out where your feet are. So you are the one who has to pull your feet out and then put it on my head. Okay, like there's a lot of other such things he will be telling. But with Ambal, we never have that problem. Why? She's at a higher level. Their crowns only do Nirajana Vidhi to her feet. We have seen, no? 30th Shloka. What do all the crowns do? The crowns of Indra, the crowns of Brahma, the Devatas, every crown glitters like an arati to her feet. Nothing hides her beautiful feet from us. She is always Saulabhya, Sukha Prada. Okay, and she is Jhatati Prasanna. She comes to us immediately. So here also, I have also taken recourse to the same feet which is Devas pray to for getting rid of their own problems, including all the Navagraha Devatas. So, my dukkham also you can remove. Okay. Evam dukkham bahudha devata. Even those who have a lot of dukkham, they come and fall at your feet only. Same way, protect me. Okay, now next shloka. Kashtam tvat bhajane nivartata iti Shrutva bhajamyambike Tvamevadya tathapi me nahi sukham Tat karanam bruhi me Kashta parampara mama grihe Samvardhate manade Matuste Shishupalanaat Vimukhata Naivochita Shambhavi Kashtam Tvat Bhajane Nivartata Iti Shrutva Bhajamyambike Tvamevadya Tathapi Me Nahi Sukham Tat Karanam Bruhi Me Kashtat Kashta Parampara Mama Grihe Samvardhate Manade Matuste Shishupalanaat Vimukhata Naivochita Shambhavi. Hey Ambike, O Mother, Tvat Bhajane Kashtam Nivartate Iti Shrutva Bhajami. Having heard that by worshipping you, all my difficulties will be solved. I worship you. Very clearly he's saying, I'm here Artharthi. Okay, and I'm Arti. Okay, I'm having problems. I want material prosperity. For all these reasons, I have a specific objective for praying to you. And of course, if you look at the deeper meaning, what he wants is the fourth objective, moksha. Okay, so knowing that you are the grantor of moksha, I am worshipping you because only you can grant it. Adya tathapi me nahi sukham tat karanam tvameva bruhi. Adya means now. Tathapi, even though I am worshipping you, me nahi sukham, I am not having happiness. Tat karanam, the reason for that. Tvameva me bruhi, you only tell me. Nicely he's talking to her. See, you only tell me the reason for my happiness. I'm praying to you so much. This is how we must also talk to her. Okay. Mama grihe, in my house. Kashtat kashta parampara samvardhate. Vardhate manade. Oh manade. Oh one who gives mana. You protect my mana. You protect my sammana, my pride. Oh one who gives pride. What are you giving me? Kashtam after kashtam in my house. Okay. Basically, even whether or not Subramanya Shastri Padaha suffered with all this, if you take all of us in this class and then add together all our woes and then say, we will all say Kashtat Kashta Parampara. Instead of saying Vidyaparampara, we say Kashtat Kashta Parampara. Okay, so Kashtat Kashta Parampara Vardhate. It is keeping on adding to our woes. Okay, what happens basically when we have Kashtat Kashta Parampara? First one Kashta will come, we will pray to God and say, please relieve that Kashta. One more kashta will come, we will pray to God and say, please relieve us of that kashta. Maybe God wants to hear that prayer and therefore is giving kashta. Maybe. But if we want to pray to Ambal with complete surrender, then whether there is kashta or sukha, we will still pray. When we pray like that, whatever kashta comes, even if it is kashta parampara, it will become trinavat. It will become like a grass. We will not even notice it. Because there is nobody who can say that they don't have problems. In samsara, some problem or the other will always be there. How much we choose to give it importance is what makes the problem big or small. Correct? When our mind is fully giving importance to Ambal, where is the space in our mind to give importance to that problem? Correct? Yes or no? That requires a lot of thinking. Just think about it. If we give full mental space to Ambal, then very less mental space will be reserved for problems. When they come, at that time we will think, "Ayyo, customer," but then we will forget it and we'll move on and go back to Ambal only. Correct? And over a period of time, everything changes. If dukkha comes, tomorrow sukha will come. At that time also, we will not get overjoyed. We will maintain our equilibrium. Because what is there in our mind? Sukha is not in our mind. Ambal is in our mind. So, kashtat kashta parampara mama grihe vartate. Even if it is coming, samvardate, even if it is growing, manade, one who gives mana, you are giving me so much kashtam. Matuhu te shishupalana tvimukhata naiva uchita shambhavi. Oh Shambhavi, oh consort of Shambhu. Now father, mother both addressed by this word Shambhavi. Shambhu means what? Father. Shiva. What is his job? Giving auspicious, or pure auspiciousness, embodiment of auspiciousness. Shambhu. Okay, embodiment of auspiciousness. And who are you? His consort. Shambhavi. You are also embodiment of auspiciousness. Now you, the embodiment of pure auspiciousness, has taken the form of Jagannatha. As Jagannatha, what should you do? Shishupalana. What does Shishupalana mean? Taking care of her children. So, when you have to do Matuhute, hey mother, Vimukata, Shishupalana, Vimukata. From this important act of taking care of your child, if you're turning your face away, na eva uchita, this is not befitting you. Okay, imagine if you have a small child, very small child. I really hope none of people who have small children don't have to keep hearing it. But you may have heard it. When the child is very small, say 3 months old or 6 months old, if you leave the child at home, God forbid with a maid or a daycare person. Okay, God forbid. But if you do that, somebody or other will say, huh, you left your child and went out, huh? Correct? Why would you hear that? Because your primary duty is perceived as taking care of the 3-month or 6-month baby who's wholly dependent on you. After the child is 1 year old, either you get used to judgments or you know how to manage after that. Before that, right, it hurts a lot when you hear it, but there is a point there. The child is wholly dependent on us. That's the point. Okay, so here also, I am like that child, wholly dependent on you. How can you leave me just like that and go off? Okay, this is how the child is asking the mother. Next shloka. लाभोऽयं परमः महेश्वरि शिवे त्वत्पूजने यन्मनः नित्यं वर्तत इत्यहो भगवती तत्र स्थिरं कुर्विदम् लक्ष्मीं वाहरिणाभिपद्मजसखीं नित्यं वशे मे कुरु मुख्यं मे नयनस्य पाटवमपि त्वं देहि मातः परे. In the interest of time, I'll directly go to the meaning. Chanting guide for this entire shloka will be released month end, okay, on a Friday. Okay, so Labhoyam, He Maheshwari, O Mahaishwari, He Shive, best of auspicious. Ayam Parama Labha. This is a great benefit. Tvat Pujane Yat Idam. In worshipping you, this is the great benefit. Manaha, Idam Manaha, Nityam Vartate, Iti Tatra Sthiram Kuru. Let my mind, the greatest benefit of worshipping you is that I want my mind to be fixed on you. I should not forget you. Like how the Narada and pot of oil story goes. No, the moment the pot of oil was in Narada's hand, he forgot Lord Vishnu. Like that, I should not be. Whatever I'm doing, I should remember you. Okay, Manaha Nityam Vartate iti Tatra Sthiram Kuru. Make it steady. Aho Bhagavati. Oh, one with all the auspicious Bhagas. Lakshmim Vaharinabhi Padmajasakim Nityam Meva Sheku. Make Lakshmi Devi and Harinabhi Padmaja. Harinabhi, Vishnu's Navi. Padmaja, born out of lotus. Who? Brahma. Brahma Sakhi Saraswati. Make Goddess Lakshmi and Saraswati Nityam Meva She in my control always. Just in case you weren't looking at the deepest of requests here and moksha requests and things like that, just in case you are only looking at Aidosha removal and granting of wealth, without vidya, wealth is waste. So this is insurance shloka. 14th shloka is Sephir Subramanya Pada is insurance to make sure that us ignorant people, when we chant it, by mistake if you are praying for wealth, we will also, not mistakenly, but deliberately pray for Saraswati Devi. Okay, because without Saraswati Devi, wealth is waste. So, make Saraswati Devi also come in my ken. Mukhyam me nayana sapatavam. That also is very important. Don't forget, the mukhyam thing is nayana patavam. That also you have to give me. Okay, Dehi matah pare. O Supreme Mother, give me good vision. Okay, next look. This is, okay, concluding words of advice, obviously starting with Hrim. Hrim Bijakshara Shashikale Shrichakrarupe Shive Meenakshi Malayadhvajadhipasute Shri Sundaresha Priye Hrim 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 iti mantra rajamanisham Japtvambikam tvamaham Drashtum dehi mamadya chakshuramalam Tvam pujayam yanvaham. This shloka, if at all entire Panchadasi is not chanted, this one shloka can be chanted. It encapsulates the entire meaning and carries the secret mantra in full number also, correct number also. So it should be chanted. Meaning also is very, very beautiful. O Hrim Bijakshara Vasini. O one who dwells in the sacred Hrim Bija. Remember, Hrim Bija is Maya Bija. She is only Maya. She is only Parashakti. Maya is not hated by us because Maya is also Ambal. That is why he is calling her Hrim Bijakshara Vasini. Okay. Shashikale. Shashikale and Sonale, immediately what should come to mind? Yes, one who wears the moon, crescent moon, one who is worshipped through the Nitya Devi Upasana. 16 Nitya Devis, each of them form a lunar kala. 16 kalas, right? Kala tu Shodasho Bhago. Kala means 16 bhagas. 16 bhagas of Ambal. Ambal herself has fragmented into 16 kalas. Each kala is called a Nitya Devi or a Titi Nitya Devi. Each day of the lunar cycle, correct? And she is worshipped through this upasana. By worshipping her through this upasana, especially on special days like Paurnami, etc., we get her realization. Okay, so Shashikale. And one who is Sri Chakra Rupe Shive, one who has taken the form of the Sri Chakra. Right? Sri Chakra with Navavaranas. Each avarana is Ambal only. We have seen this in great detail in the 11th shloka. So one who is in the form of the Sri Chakra. By worshipping the Sri Chakra, we are literally worshipping her only. Okay, by Nitya Devi Upasana, we reach her. Hey Meenakshi. Now all this, no, the moment I tell it, especially for those who are new to the class, you will be wondering, what is this Sri Chakra Upasana? What is this Nitya Devi Upasana? Even for those of us who attend the class, none of us do Nitya Devi Upasana, none of us do Sri Chakra Upasana, none of us have any mantra diksha. We only have bhakti. And we are trying to gain knowledge through Soundra and Hari and various whatever we are learning. Okay, so for us, it is very difficult. Where it is so difficult to do this, that is why you are Meenakshi, Malayadhvajadipasuta, Sri Sundaresha Priya. You become very approachable. You are so far off in the Sri Chakra, Nitya Devi Upasana, blah, 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 which even people who are chanting Soundaralari for 3 years, 4 years and all, without any mantra diksha, no Upasana practice, nothing we know. What do we know? We know Meenakshi, we know Malayadhvajasuta, we know Sundaresha Priya. Because all it takes is, even if you're not able to go to Madurai, Google Meenakshi Devi, see her photo, put as wallpaper, daily you'll see her in a computer at least. Correct. So she is that approachable, that accessible. And therefore, such a person who's so accessible to you and me, Hreem, Hreem, Hreem iti mantra raja manisham, by constantly chanting this Hreem, 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 how? Either through the Panchadashi, or even if you chant this particular Meenakshi Panchadasi Stotra without any Diksha, you'd have chanted the Panchadashi. Correct? So, Hreem, Hreem, same Lalita Trishati also. If you chant, that is why we chant Lalita Trishati, right? So, Hreem, Hreem, Hreem iti mantra raja manisham, continuously Jaktva, Ambikam, Twamaham, Drashtum Dehi, I want to see you directly. Okay, even if I have not done any upasana, even if I don't know how to worship you, if I know nothing also, by chanting Hreem, 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 let me see you. Mama, my Adya, now, Chakshur Amalam, Twam, make my chakshuhu amalam, make my chakshuhu pure. So sinless. Mala means dirt, sin. If my vision is sinless, I will see you. Correct? One who has any dosha in the eyes can't see clearly, no. The sins that we have are the dosha in our eyes. Let that be removed. That is what? Twam pujayami anvaham. I worship you for this. Yes. Okay, continuously. That is the meaning of this entire shloka. So we've, like Ambal's grace, we have managed to see it in 2 classes. If time does not permit, this last shloka can be chanted daily also. And the entire shloka, Stotram chanting, right, will come up on YouTube shortly. So we'll close with Om 3 times.